Okay, so a quick log test recording here with the iPhone 15 Pro Max. I'm also using the Hollyland C1 log or log C1 radio mic here. Now what it is, this is just a pure test. I'm just getting out and trying to get footage so I can start practicing, not just with log, but with other things to do with the phone. Now what it is, I can't go any lower with the ISO in order to, like, you know, get what I think should be an exposure that's there about something for log that I can screw with in post. So what it is, I'm having to basically finalize my exposure with a shutter, and I think the shutter is on 500 right, so the shutter's on 500 and the ISO's at 55, so that's the only way I can get anything which is kind of like in the ballpark by the looks of it on the phone. Once again, I can't seem to find any monitoring on the phone, any visual aids for exposure which are going to be useful in log. I might have missed something, but I can't find it. Now the problem is here, because I'm on 500 or a 500th for the shutter, it's not ideal for motion. However, what I would normally want to do is lock to 50 and then balance with the ISO in order to maintain 50 or 180 degrees. But unfortunately with this, I can't do that. And that's because it's just too bright by the looks of it even to do that. Now the thing is, even if I were to do that and start using the ISO and gaining the ISO against the lock 50 on the shutter, that within itself is problematic for log, because log inherently, just the way that it's actually not, well, it's not so much that it doesn't it doesn't utilize the bandwidth probably. So effectively what happens is you will end up getting a noisier picture with log, and that whole thing about having to record in 10-bit is an absolute minimum necessity for it, because that's the only real way to get that balance back against, say, some of the information, as in definition through noise, that you will inherently get within the picture when shooting log formats and stuff. And so because of that, you can't really go ramping up the ISO in order to use that as your final kind of, like, you know, part of the exposure routine if you're trying to lock the shutter to 50. Now, of course, you know, you can be using NDs and stuff for all this, but it's a phone that I don't have an ND for and stuff. And plus, to be honest, the type of light that I've got, it's just totally cloudy. I didn't even think I would need an ND. Anyway, so yeah, just a basic test anyway to see what's going on here, and something for me to tool around with in post. Now I might have put this live somewhere if it's ended up being something that I'm interested in, or maybe there's something in there that might be useful to other people, and if I have done, let me know in the comments what you've thought of it. I'm David Harry, thank you very much for watching this video. Take care and goodbye now.